Do you ever feel like the healthy eating advice you hear just doesn't quite fit anymore? Like what worked in your 40s or 50s doesn't give you the same energy or feel as good in your 60s and beyond? It's a frustrating reality that our bodies change. And sometimes, even foods we thought were powerhouses of nutrition can cause unexpected issues as we get a little older. Maybe you've noticed certain foods just don't sit right. Or perhaps you're not getting the vitality you hoped for from your diet. Even when you're trying to eat right, it can feel disheartening, like you're missing some secret knowledge about what your body truly needs now. But what if I told you there are some simple, even surprising, tweaks you could make to your diet? Starting with something as common as nuts, that could make a significant difference. Not all nuts are created equal, especially when you're navigating the unique needs of your body after 60. Some that seem healthy on the surface might be causing subtle issues, while others are absolute nutritional goldmines specifically for supporting your health and energy right now. In this video, we're going to uncover which nuts might be secretly working against you and which ones are your best friends for staying vibrant, sharp, and feeling great. We'll look at 4 nuts you might want to reconsider or approach differently, and 4 that you should definitely be embracing. Get ready for some surprising truths that could change how you snack forever. Watch to the end, because I've got something that will truly surprise you about boosting your health with simple food choices. Let's dive right into the nuts that might not be serving you as well as they once did, or perhaps not in the way you're currently enjoying them. It's not about saying these nuts are universally bad. It's about understanding how they can interact with our changing bodies after 60, and perhaps suggesting different approaches or alternatives. The first nut we need to talk about, and this might surprise some of you, is the peanut. Now, technically, peanuts are legumes, like beans and lentils, but we eat them and think of them like nuts. They're incredibly common, found everywhere from snacks to sauces, and often perceived as a simple, affordable protein source. However, for many people over 60, peanuts can become problematic. And there are a few key reasons why. One of the biggest issues can be digestibility. As we age, our digestive systems can slow down and become less efficient at breaking down certain compounds, particularly complex proteins and fats found in foods like peanuts. This can lead to uncomfortable symptoms like bloating, gas, indigestion, and general stomach upset after eating them. You might have written this off as just part of getting older, but for some, it's a direct result of consuming foods that are now harder for their body to process. Another concern with peanuts, especially commercially prepared ones, is how they are often processed. We rarely eat raw peanuts. More often, they're roasted, salted, and sometimes even sweetened. Roasting at high temperatures can alter the fats in peanuts, potentially making them less healthy. And the salt. Oh, the salt. Many processed peanut snacks are loaded with sodium, which is something many of us need to be mindful of as we age, especially concerning blood pressure and fluid retention. Even lightly salted versions can add up quickly. Furthermore, peanuts are particularly susceptible to contamination by a mold called Aspergillus, which produces aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are potent toxins that can be harmful, especially with long-term exposure. While regulations aim to control this, it's still a potential concern, and some individuals might be more sensitive to the effects. Peanuts are also a very common allergen, and while severe allergies might manifest earlier in life, milder sensitivities or intolerances can sometimes become more noticeable or problematic later on, contributing to inflammatory responses in the body. Think about how you typically eat peanuts. Is it straight from a large bag of roasted, salted nuts? Is it peanut butter slathered generously on toast, perhaps with added sugar or oils? Is it in trail mix alongside other potentially inflammatory ingredients or sugary dried fruits? The way we consume peanuts often compounds the potential issues. If you find yourself feeling sluggish, bloated, or experiencing digestive discomfort after eating peanuts or peanut butter, it might be a sign that your body is telling you it's having a harder time with them. It doesn't mean you can never have a peanut, but perhaps reducing intake, choosing carefully sourced, unsalted, raw or lightly dry roasted options in very small quantities, or even exploring peanut alternatives might be beneficial. It's about listening to your body and recognizing that a food that was once fine might not be the best choice for you anymore, or at least not in the same way. Exploring alternatives like almond butter or sunflower seed butter could be a way to still enjoy a similar texture and protein source without the specific issues peanuts can present for some. Moving on to the second nut that might warrant a second thought after 60 Brazil nuts. Now, Brazil nuts are often praised for being an incredible source of selenium, an essential mineral that plays a crucial role in thyroid function, immune health, and acts as a powerful antioxidant. And it's true, they are just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts can provide your entire daily recommended intake of selenium. However, this is precisely where the potential issue lies. They are so incredibly rich in selenium that it's very easy to overdo it. While selenium is necessary, too much selenium can actually be harmful, leading to a condition called selenosis. Symptoms of selenosis can include hair loss, brittle nails, skin rashes, fatigue, irritability, and in severe cases, even neurological issues. And because Brazil nuts vary in size and selenium content depending on the soil they were grown in, it's surprisingly difficult to know exactly how much selenium you're getting from a handful. Eating just a few regularly could push you over the safe upper limit. Unlike other nuts you might snack on by the handful, Brazil nuts are really a supplement in nut form. They should be treated with caution and consumed very sparingly. Eating 3, 4, or 5 Brazil nuts every day, or snacking on them frequently throughout the week, is likely too much for most people, especially over time. It's much safer and easier to manage your selenium intake through other food sources that contain selenium in smaller, more predictable amounts, such as seafood like tuna or sardines, poultry, eggs, and sunflower seeds, or by taking a targeted multivitamin or mineral supplement if advised by your doctor. Relying on Brazil nuts for your selenium needs is risky because the line between a beneficial amount and a potentially toxic amount is quite thin and hard to monitor when you're just grabbing a few nuts. For someone over 60 who might have underlying health conditions or be taking medications, managing mineral intake carefully is even more important. So, while Brazil nuts aren't inherently bad, their extremely high selenium concentration makes them tricky to consume safely on a regular basis. They are a perfect example of how even a nutrient-rich food can pose a problem when consumed in typical snacking quantities. Instead of relying on Brazil nuts, it's wiser to get your selenium from a more diverse diet or controlled supplementation. It's a classic case of moderation being key. But with Brazil nuts, moderation means perhaps just 1 or 2 occasionally, not as a daily habit. The potential risk of selenium toxicity, even if mild at first, outweighs the convenience of getting your selenium from just a couple of nuts. For many people, simply avoiding them altogether or limiting them to perhaps just 1 nut once or twice a week is the safest approach to avoid accidentally consuming too much of this powerful mineral. It's about making conscious choices that support long-term health without unintended consequences. Thinking about these common nuts and how we eat them is just the beginning of understanding how to tweak our diet for optimal wellness after 60. Now that we've explored a couple of nuts that might be best enjoyed sparingly or avoided, let's continue our journey into the world of nuts and see what else we need to consider. Continuing our exploration of nuts, the third nut on our list that might be better avoided or approached with caution after 60 is the cashew. Cashews are creamy, delicious, and found in countless snacks, stir-fries, and as a base for dairy-free alternatives. They seem innocent enough. Right, but there are a few things to consider. Firstly, cashews are relatively higher in carbohydrates compared to many other nuts. While not a deal-breaker for everyone, if you're managing blood sugar levels or watching your carb intake, the number of carbs in a serving of cashews can add up more quickly than with other nuts. More significantly, cashews contain compounds called oxalates. Oxalates are naturally occurring substances found in many plant foods and in most people. They pass through the body without issue. However, for individuals prone to kidney stones, particularly calcium oxalate stones, a diet high in oxalates can contribute to their formation, as kidney function can sometimes decline with age, and susceptibility to kidney stones might increase. Moderating foods high in oxalates like cashews could be a wise move for some. Beyond oxalates, commercially prepared cashews often come roasted in oils and heavily salted, similar to peanuts. The added unhealthy fats from processing and the excessive sodium can negate many of the potential benefits cashews offer. If you're eating large quantities of these processed versions, you're likely consuming a significant amount of unhealthy fats and salt, which are detrimental to heart health and blood pressure. Major concerns for people over 60. Even raw cashews sold in stores aren't truly raw. They've been steamed to remove a toxic oil present in the shell, which can sometimes still cause mild reactions in sensitive individuals. So, while cashews aren't as problematic for toxicity as Brazil nuts or as prone to aflatoxins as peanuts, their carb content, oxalate levels, and common processing methods make them less ideal as a go-to snack compared to other nuts we'll discuss. If you love cashews, try to find truly raw or plain dry roasted unsalted versions and enjoy them in moderation, being mindful of portion sizes and how your body reacts. But if you're looking for the most bang for your nutritional buck with fewer potential downsides, there are better options. The fourth nut that might be less beneficial, especially in common prepared forms, is the macadamia nut. Macadamia nuts are often seen as a keto-friendly darling because they are very high in monounsaturated fats and low in carbs. They have a wonderful buttery texture. However, for a general audience over 60, macadamia nuts present a few potential drawbacks. Like cashews, they are very calorie-dense due to their high fat content. While healthy fats are good, the sheer calorie count means it's very easy to overconsume macadamias without realizing it, potentially leading to unintended weight gain if not carefully portioned. A small handful can pack a significant caloric punch. Furthermore, macadamia nuts are quite expensive compared to other nuts, which can make them less accessible as a regular healthy snack option for many people living on a fixed income. More importantly, just like peanuts and cashews, macadamia nuts are frequently sold roasted in oil and heavily salted or even coated in sugar or chocolate. Eating macadamias in these forms introduces unhealthy fats from processing, excessive sodium, or added sugars, completely undermining their nutritional value and turning them into more of a treat than a health food. While they do contain some beneficial nutrients, their high calorie density, cost, and the prevalence of unhealthy processed versions mean they are often not the most practical or beneficial choice for daily consumption compared to other, more nutrient-dense and versatile nuts. If you enjoy macadamias, opt for plain, raw or dry roasted, unsalted versions, and be very mindful of portion size. A small handful truly is enough. But don't feel like you're missing out if you pass on macadamias. There are other nuts that offer similar or even better health benefits without these particular concerns. Now, let's shift gears entirely and talk about the nuts you should be embracing after 60. These are the nutritional powerhouses that offer specific benefits tailored to supporting your health, energy, and vitality as you age. They are easier on the digestive system for most people, less likely to cause issues like high oxalate levels or potential toxicity when eaten in reasonable amounts, and are packed with nutrients that target common age-related concerns. The first nut on our list of champions is the almond. Almonds are readily available, relatively affordable, and incredibly versatile. They are a fantastic source of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your cells from damage, which is crucial for maintaining healthy skin, eyes, and supporting your immune system as you get older. Vitamin E is also thought to play a role in protecting brain health, which is a major plus. Almonds are also rich in magnesium, a mineral many people are deficient in. Magnesium is vital for hundreds of bodily processes, including muscle function, nerve function, blood sugar control, and blood pressure regulation. Getting enough magnesium can help with issues like muscle cramps, restless legs, and even improve sleep quality, all things that can become more challenging after 60. Furthermore, almonds are a good source of fiber and protein, which helps you feel full and satisfied, aids digestion, and supports muscle maintenance. The combination of fiber, protein, and healthy fats in almonds also helps to stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing those energy spikes and crashes. Eating a small handful of almonds between meals can be a great way to manage hunger and maintain steady energy throughout the day. They can be enjoyed raw, dry roasted, sliced on salads, blended into smoothies, or as almond butter check for no added sugar or oils. Incorporating almonds regularly is a simple, delicious way to boost your nutrient intake and support various aspects of your health. They are a true champion in the nut world for graceful aging. Let's continue our journey from nuts to limit towards the nuts that truly shine for those of us over 60. We've championed the almond, and now we move to another absolute superstar, the walnut. Walnuts are unique among nuts because they are an exceptional source of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid ALA. While you might think of fatty fish for omega-3s, walnuts offer a fantastic plant-based source, which is especially important if you don't eat fish regularly. Omega-3 fatty acids are renowned for their anti-inflammatory properties, which is incredibly beneficial as chronic low-grade inflammation is linked to many age-related diseases, including heart disease, arthritis, and cognitive decline. Regular consumption of walnuts has been associated with improved heart health markers, like lower blood pressure and cholesterol, and better blood vessel function. But where walnuts truly stand out, especially for an older audience, is their potential impact on brain health. The omega-3s, antioxidants, and other compounds in walnuts have been extensively studied for their neuroprotective effects. Research suggests that eating walnuts regularly may support cognitive function, improve memory, and even help protect against age-related cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Their shape even looks a bit like a brain. And perhaps that's nature's little hint, beyond brain and heart health. Walnuts also contain melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate sleep. Including a small portion of walnuts in your evening snack could potentially aid in getting a better night's rest, which is something many people struggle with as they get older. Walnuts can be enjoyed on their own, sprinkled on oatmeal or yogurt, added to salads, or used in baking. Opt for raw or dry roasted walnuts to get the most benefit. Making walnuts a regular part of your diet is a delicious investment in your long-term brain and heart health. Next up on our list of health-boosting nuts is the pecan. Pecans are often thought of in the context of sweet pies, but they are incredibly nutritious on their own and offer distinct benefits. Like walnuts and almonds, pecans are packed with healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated fats, which are great for heart health. They also contain a wide array of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin E, though less than almonds, vitamin A, B vitamins, potassium, and zinc. Zinc is particularly important for immune function and wound healing, both of which can be slower as we age. Pecans are also loaded with antioxidants, including flavonoids, which help combat oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. Some research suggests that the antioxidants in pecans may help reduce LDL bad cholesterol levels. One unique benefit of pecans is their fiber content. They provide a decent amount of dietary fiber, which is essential for digestive health, preventing constipation, a common issue after 60, and helping to manage blood sugar levels. The combination of healthy fats, fiber, and protein in pecans contributes to satiety, making them a great snack for managing weight and preventing mindless eating. They have a naturally sweet and buttery flavor that makes them enjoyable on their own, sprinkled on salads, or added to cooked dishes for texture and flavor. Again, look for raw or dry roasted, Unsalted pecans to avoid added oils, salt, or sugar. Including pecans in your diet adds diversity to your nutrient intake and supports heart health, digestion, and antioxidant defenses. They are a delicious way to add beneficial nutrients to your day. Finally, let's talk about our fourth champion nut, the pistachio. Pistachios are sometimes overlooked but are fantastic for you, and they have a unique set of benefits. One of the most appealing things about pistachios is that they are one of the lowest calorie nuts and also one of the highest in protein and fiber. This combination makes them incredibly satisfying and a great option if you're watching your weight or just want a filling snack that sustains your energy. The act of shelling pistachios can also help with mindful eating, as it slows you down and makes you more aware of how much you're consuming. Pistachios are also particularly rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that are crucial for eye health. As we age, macular degeneration and cataracts can become concerns, and consuming foods rich in these carotenoids can help protect your vision. Pistachios also contain a good amount of potassium, a mineral important for maintaining healthy blood pressure. They offer B vitamins, including B6, which is involved in many metabolic processes and nerve function. Like other nuts, they provide healthy fats and antioxidants. Their vibrant green and purple colors are indicators of their rich antioxidant profile. Including pistachios in your snack rotation can support eye health, help manage weight due to their protein and fiber content and the shelling process, contribute to healthy blood pressure, and provide a range of essential nutrients. Choose dry roasted, unsalted pistachios whenever possible. They are great on their own, added to salads, or used as a topping for various dishes. So, we've journeyed through the world of nuts specifically for your needs after 60. We looked at the peanuts and Brazil nuts that might cause digestive upset, introduce toxins, or lead to nutrient imbalances if not carefully managed. We considered cashews and macadamias, which can be high in oxalates or simply less nutrient-dense and more problematic in their commonly processed forms compared to other options. And then, we celebrated the true champions, the versatile almond for vitamin E and magnesium, the brain-boosting, heart-loving walnut with its precious omega-3s, the digestive-friendly, antioxidant-rich pecan, and the eye health-supporting, satisfying pistachio. It's not about eliminating entire food groups, but making smart swaps and being mindful of how foods are prepared. Small changes in the nuts you choose can have a ripple effect on your energy levels, digestion, heart health, brain function, and overall well-being. Remember, you have the power to make choices that support your body in this wonderful phase of life. It's about progress, not perfection. Simply swapping out that big bag of salted peanuts for a small container of plain almonds or walnuts is a fantastic step. Replacing cashew-based sauces with something else, or ensuring your macadamias are unsalted and portioned carefully, makes a difference. Adding a sprinkle of walnuts to your morning yogurt or snacking on a handful of pistachios in the afternoon can become simple, enjoyable habits that pay big dividends for your health. Don't feel overwhelmed. Just pick one change to start with. Try incorporating a couple of the champion nuts into your routine this week and see how you feel. Your body will thank you for choosing nutrient-dense foods that are easier to digest and provide the specific support you need now. We're all navigating this journey of aging together, learning what works best for our unique bodies. I'd love to hear your experiences. Have you noticed certain nuts bothering you? Have you already incorporated some of these healthier nuts into your diet and felt a difference? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else. Connecting and sharing is a powerful way to support each other. If you found this information helpful and empowering, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who could benefit from these simple health tips. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We share practical, easy-to-understand advice on living your best life after 60, covering everything from diet and exercise to mindset and well-being. Subscribing ensures you don't miss out on future videos that can help you feel great and stay active. Making conscious choices about the foods you eat is one of the most effective ways to take control of your health and energy as you get older. Choosing the right nuts is a small, simple step with significant potential benefits. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep making those positive changes. You are capable of feeling vibrant and strong at any age. Live your best life at every age.